What's up guys, Jared here, Paintbrush Samurai. Today, we're gonna make a little video talking about why I think that it's actually acceptable and totally cool if women are worried about their looks and try to look good for you. What? Yes. Alright, so here's the reality. Alright, the reality things is beautiful people, specifically girls, okay? The advantages of being beautiful for a girl is beyond just self-confidence, right? It generally promotes a more economically beneficial lifestyle to be more beautiful. Why? Either you're able to attract a more wealthy suitor, or you're also able to get jobs based on your looks. Like, I don't know if you've ever been to a fancy restaurant or anything, but you very rarely see some really ugly person working the little stand there just like waiting to seat you. No, it's usually like a young, decent looking girl who's like, hey, and they pay her like 15 bucks or 20 bucks or 30 bucks an hour to just like stand there and seat people, alright? Not only is it beneficial to you economically to be beautiful, but it also makes you happier. What? That can't be true. Sorry, talking about reality here, so I don't care if this like offends people. I am sorry if it does offend you, but there's a lot of studies that show that more attractive people tend to live happier lifestyles. Now, this could also be due to the fact that there are economic advantages to being beautiful, and also I'm very sorry to upset you that money does make things a little bit better, you know? I'm not saying that money is everything, but okay, like let's just be honest. Would you rather be poor or would you rather be rich? You'd probably be rich, right? So you're gonna lead a little bit happier lifestyle. Now, here's something that's also interesting though. Beautiful women tend to take marriage more seriously and be more committed. Why? That doesn't make sense, right? Now, if you're a woman and you're very attractive, then you attract a lot of suitors. A lot of guys want to be with you, right? And if you're an ugly woman, not so much, right? Not as many people, you know, running after you down the street trying to stalk you and stuff or whatever, you know? So why is it that somebody who is having less options more likely to taste all of those options, whereas somebody who has tons of options is more likely to just stick with one? Why is that? Well, here's a reality that maybe a lot of girls are not willing to admit, but I'm just going to go ahead and tell it to you anyways. Women want a high quality man in their life. Okay, I know there's a bunch of bullcrap going around that's like, we're strong, independent women. We don't need no man. And that's all fine and dandy. And that can be totally true. You don't need a man. But most women want one. And they want a high quality one. Alright, so when you're an attractive woman, you attract a lot of guys, which gives you the best odds or the best chances to create or to find yourself a high quality man, right? And if you find a high quality man, it's not acceptable to cheat on him, right? Because then you kind of ruin your own quality and you ruin that relationship. And that's something you want. Okay, women would prefer a relationship with one high quality man than they would multiple inferior men, which is what happens to the not as attractive women. I'll be nice, call them not attractive instead of ugly, but you know, whatever you want to call it is fine. But so the not as attractive women, they have fewer suitors, but they're more likely to experience all those suitors. Why? Is because they have this gap in their life that they're trying to fill. The gap is high quality man. Low quality man doesn't measure up. So they have two. They have three. Right? So this is why cheating is becoming very common, right? Not because women are getting uglier, but because what happens is there's only so many pretty people, right? We can't all be pretty. That's what makes the pretty people pretty, is that they're better looking than most people, right? But society as a whole is starting to promote body acceptance. And it's okay to just be you, and it's okay to be ugly or whatever. And those things are okay. I'm not saying that it's not okay, but self-improvement is also okay. Working on your figure is not something to be ashamed about. In fact, it's something to be encouraged. Now, again, I'm not going to the extreme. I'm not saying that you got to be anorexic. I'm not saying you got to look like the people in the magazine that apparently like offends people. But let's be honest, those people in the magazines are more economically successful. They're happier. They're in relationships, right? So maybe it's not such a bad thing to be aware and concerned about your looks. Okay, because what also happens is when you start to make it okay to be not good looking per se, right? So like you're beautiful just the way you are, right? And let's say like I'm an ugly girl. All right, I look like me, but I'm a girl. Ugh, right? No good, right? So what happens when I think it's okay? I think I'm good. I think I'm awesome. I think I'm great. I don't work to improve myself, right? So no offense, but I mean, if you take offense to it, oh well. But a high quality man is not going to be attracted to a not good looking girl who isn't developing herself, right? I mean, now, for example, if we did push these things a little bit more and it wasn't necessarily okay to just be like body loving, and you know, you learned that you can have self-confidence and still work on self-improvement, things could happen where maybe a not as attractive girl starts to develop her personality more, right? You develop a stronger personality and you make up for your lack of beauty in other areas, right? And that's totally awesome, all right? High quality men will still be attracted to a decent looking girl who has a strong personality, who has characteristics of a healthy, good individual, and not somebody with a shitty personality and not so great looking on the outside. Right? So these women are so caught up with they're so great and they should just accept themselves the way they are, and beauty's in the eye of the beholder and you don't know what defines beauty and I'm perfect the way I am. Okay, you are the perfect the way you are if that's how you want to be, but understand that you're not going to attract a high quality suitor, right? So, what had even brought this video up, by the way, in case you're like, why, Jared, why? Alright, if you don't know who Hunter Avallone is, check him out. He's got a very cool YouTube channel. And I saw his video about BuzzFeed posting a video about a girl who was dating two guys at the same time. And I was like, oh man, I gotta get my 2 cents in there somewhere. I gotta talk about this a little bit. Alright, so this is kind of my thoughts. And I think it's backed up by a little bit of research too, a little bit of studies, a little bit of science. Alright. But that is why it pays to be a pretty girl, quite literally, alright? And if you're not a pretty girl, you don't have to hate yourself, but maybe work on your personality a little bit. Maybe be a little bit more charismatic, alright? So, I hope this video pissed you off. Just kidding. Alright, hope you enjoyed this video. I'm Jared, Paintbrush Samurai.